The world is a turbulent place, filled with uncertainty and unrest. From the battlefields of Ukraine, where lives are upended daily, to the political arenas of Washington, D.C., where decisions that affect millions are made, events are unfolding at a dizzying pace. The Middle East remains a hotbed of conflict, with long-standing tensions flaring up, while climate change threatens the very future of our planet, manifesting in extreme weather events and environmental disasters. In Haiti, a humanitarian crisis unfolds, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and prosperity. Refugee camps swell as people flee from disaster and conflict, seeking safety and a better life. This essay will delve into these pressing issues, examining their complexities and their impact on our interconnected world. We will explore how diverse cultures and societies are affected and how they respond to these challenges. The news cycle moves fast, often overwhelming us with information, but it is more important than ever to stay informed and critically engaged with the world around us. Understanding these global events is not just about being aware, it's about recognizing our shared humanity and the challenges we face together. It's about coming together to find solutions and support one another. The decisions made by world leaders, the consequences of climate change, and the plight of those caught in conflict zones affect us all. These issues transcend borders and require collective action. From the escalating tensions in the Middle East to the ongoing war in Ukraine, the stakes are high. The outcomes of these conflicts will have far-reaching implications for global stability and peace. The choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. It is crucial that we consider the long-term impacts of our actions and decisions on future generations. It is our responsibility to engage with these issues, to seek understanding, and to demand action from our leaders. Grassroots movements and public discourse play a vital role in driving change. The following sections will unpack these complex issues, offering insights and perspectives on the events shaping our world. We will hear from experts and those directly affected by these crises. By shedding light on these critical stories, we hope to foster a greater understanding of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Through informed discussion and action, we can work towards a more just and peaceful world. The Middle East has long been a region of conflict and complexity, a place where ancient histories and modern politics collide. The recent escalation of tensions between Israel and Iran has once again brought the region to the brink, with both nations engaging in a dangerous game of brinkmanship. Airstrikes have become a terrifying reality for civilians on both sides, fueling a cycle of violence that seems impossible to break. Each explosion leaves behind a trail of devastation and fear. The ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas adds another layer of instability to the region, with each side entrenched in their positions and unwilling to back down. The two sides remain locked in a bitter struggle, with no end in sight. The streets become battlegrounds, and the hope for peace seems distant. The human cost of this conflict is immeasurable, with countless lives lost and communities torn apart. Families are displaced, and the scars of war run deep. Adding to the volatility is the rise of extremist groups who exploit the chaos to further their own agendas. These groups thrive in the shadows of conflict, spreading fear and instability. The Syrian civil war, now in its second decade, continues to rage, displacing millions and creating a breeding ground for radicalism. The conflict has left cities in ruins and families shattered. The international community struggles to find a solution, caught between competing interests and a lack of political will. Diplomatic efforts often fall short, leaving the region in turmoil. The situation in the Middle East is a stark reminder of the human toll of conflict. The images of injured civilians and destroyed homes are a call to action. It is a call for diplomacy, for dialogue, and for a commitment to peace. Only through understanding and cooperation can the cycle of violence be broken. The world cannot afford to stand by as this volatile region descends further into chaos. It is a collective responsibility to strive for peace and stability. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is a present reality that we can no longer ignore. From devastating wildfires to rising sea levels, the impacts of a warming planet are being felt around the world, affecting millions of lives and ecosystems. In a groundbreaking discovery, indigenous communities in South America have unearthed a vast network of ancient gardens, offering a glimpse into sustainable practices that could hold the key to combating climate change. These gardens are a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of indigenous peoples. These ancient gardens, hidden for centuries in the Amazon rainforest, demonstrate the sophisticated understanding of agriculture and ecology possessed by indigenous peoples. Their methods were not only advanced but also deeply respectful of the natural world. They utilized techniques like raised beds, terracing, and crop rotation, and forest management to create a thriving and sustainable food system that supported diverse plant and animal life. The discovery offers valuable lessons for modern agriculture, highlighting the importance of biodiversity, soil conservation, and sustainable land use practices, and a harmonious relationship with nature. These principles are crucial for developing resilient agricultural systems in the face of climate change. The upcoming COP16 conference in Glasgow will bring together world leaders to address the urgent threat of climate change. It is a pivotal moment for global cooperation and action. The discovery of these ancient gardens serves as a timely reminder that solutions to our current crisis may lie in the wisdom of traditional knowledge. This knowledge has been passed down through generations and holds invaluable insights. Indigenous communities, often on the front lines of climate change, have much to offer in the fight for a sustainable future. Their experiences and practices are essential for developing comprehensive climate strategies. By recognizing and incorporating indigenous knowledge into our climate action plans, we can develop more effective and equitable solutions. This collaboration can lead to innovative approaches that benefit all of humanity. The fight against climate change is not just about reducing emissions, it's about learning from the past and embracing sustainable practices that protect both people and the planet. By doing so, we can create a more resilient and just world for future generations. Section 4. American Politics, a Nation Divided. The United States, once a beacon of democracy, is grappling with deep political divisions. Former President Donald Trump continues to hold rallies across the country, drawing large crowds of supporters. His recent statements, often inflammatory and divisive, have further polarized the American public. Trump's influence on the Republican Party remains strong, with many candidates embracing his populist message and challenging the results of the 2020 election. This has led to concerns about the future of American democracy, with some experts warning of a potential constitutional crisis. Campaign finance remains a contentious issue, with dark money continuing to play a significant role in American elections. The lack of transparency in campaign funding raises concerns about undue influence and the erosion of public trust in the political system. The divisions in American politics run deep, fueled by misinformation, economic anxiety, and a sense of cultural displacement. Finding common ground seems more difficult than ever, as both sides retreat further into their respective echo chambers. Section 5. Ukraine under siege, a war without end. The war in Ukraine grinds on with no end in sight. Russian forces continue their relentless assault on the country, targeting civilian infrastructure and displacing millions. The recent strikes in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second-largest city, are a grim reminder of the human cost of this conflict. The international community has responded with condemnation and sanctions, but Russia shows no signs of backing down. The conflict has escalated into a proxy war, with the West providing military aid to Ukraine while Russia relies on its allies for support. The war in Ukraine has had far-reaching consequences, disrupting global supply chains, exacerbating the energy crisis, and raising fears of a wider conflict. The humanitarian crisis in Ukraine is dire, with millions displaced from their homes and in need of basic necessities. The war has also had a devastating impact on the Ukrainian economy, with businesses destroyed and livelihoods shattered. The international community must continue to provide humanitarian assistance and support Ukraine's efforts to defend itself against Russian aggression. Section 6. Haiti, a cry for help. Haiti, a nation grappling with poverty and political instability, is facing a humanitarian crisis of catastrophic proportions. Gang violence has engulfed the capital city of Port-au-Prince, displacing tens of thousands and leaving many trapped in their homes, too terrified to venture outside. The situation is dire, with food and medical supplies running dangerously low. The recent earthquake that rocked the southern part of the country has only exacerbated the crisis, adding to the death toll and leaving many more injured and homeless. The Haitian government, struggling to maintain control, has appealed for international assistance. The international community must respond swiftly and decisively to alleviate the suffering in Haiti. This will require a multifaceted approach, including providing humanitarian aid, supporting the Haitian government in restoring order, and addressing the root causes of the crisis, such as poverty and inequality. Section 7. Staying informed in a world of change. We live in a world saturated with information, yet understanding the complexities of global events can feel overwhelming. From the escalating tensions in the Middle East to the ongoing war in Ukraine, from the climate crisis to the humanitarian disaster unfolding in Haiti, staying informed is more crucial than ever. It is our responsibility as global citizens to engage with these issues, to seek understanding, and to demand accountability from our leaders. By staying informed, we empower ourselves to make informed decisions, to engage in meaningful conversations, and to advocate for a more just and equitable world. The news cycle may move fast, but the issues at stake are too important to ignore. Let us choose to be informed, engaged, and active participants in shaping the future of our world.